Warning: the following video contains explicit language which may be offensive to some viewers or inappropriate for children. The content within this video is intended for mature audiences only.
That mom knows about the Freedom Fund.
Quite a few times Kenneka has asked me to write a book.
Now her mom said, hey, go set her up. We go knock her off.
Meantime, between time.
Kenneka in the freezer.
Wake up, Rosemont.
What up, everybody? It's your boy Random News, and I want to welcome you to episode 6 of Cash for Kenneka. And in this episode, we're going to look at one of the biggest clowns that ever hit this Kenneka case, and his name is P.Rico. Now, I wasn't even going to make a video on this clown because he's not interesting. Everything he says is just made up to get himself clout, views, subs, or donations. And I'm going to prove that in this video today. Now, before I get to exposing this dude, let me give you a little history on how I ran into him. Now, I made this video on Jedediah Brown. Really had nothing to do with P.Rico, but since he runs with the Freedom Frauds, he was part of the subject matter, so I had to include him. And then I looked at my comment section, and look at what this goofy wrote. Now, you can pause the video and read these comments, cause trust me, they're hilarious. But to sum it up for you, he got big mad over the video, and then came in my comment section on some rah-rah shit, like he's actually gonna do something, and we'll get more into that later in the video. But I pretty much told him, all I did was point out the clown shit that you and your boys be into, nothing more. And, you know, he still couldn't take it as what it was. So, let's just get into the video and look at all of P.Rico's greatest hits right here. Now, like most people watching this case, the first time I really paid attention to this dude was in this Zach TV interview when he said this stuff.
Joseph Alvarez, known as the person who was out there saying, wake up, Rosemont, ain't no sleeping in Rosemont.
Now, the first time I heard that, I was wondering, why does this dude have a catchphrase? Well, that's because, like most YouTube detectives, P.Rico is a rapper. And what better way to get your music over than in one of the most high-profile cases that ever hit Chicago?
Rosemont, wake
Maybach music.
Rosemont. Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Carlos talking facts like Rico was savage.
So now you understand why he has to say that catchphrase every time you see him. It's called clout chasing. But let's continue.
And also the person who was brutally beaten and arrested.
Now, as soon as I heard him say that, I was like, this dude's full of shit. But I figured, let's hear his story out. And what a story it was. Check it out.
Twice. Second time I got arrested, I got beaten. I got hit in my back. I got slammed on my head and elbow.
Now, this wasn't the only dude that got locked up during the protests. They locked up Monifa, Lamont, and a couple other people. But yet, this is the only goofy claiming he got beat up.
When I was arrested, they was in there threatening me, telling me don't depend on Jedediah, don't depend on Lamont. They was trying to turn me against the protesters when I knew they was out there fighting to get me up out of there. And when I asked them, is there anybody out there for me, they'll be like, no. Then they'll get on me and say, oh, you think you're smart, you think you know everything, maybe we should take your organs. That's what didn't make me go to sleep. When I was locked up in a department, they told me this, since you think you know about our organ harvesting, let me repeat that, our organ harvesting, I wish I had a wire so y'all can hear what the fuck they told me.
You hear that one? And this dude gets mad when I say he always says some goofy shit. Now he wants you to believe that the Rosemont police are the ones doing the organ harvesting, and they wanted his organs. And instead of just, taking them, they just let them go.
Maybe we should take your organs because it's there on your ID that you're a donor. When they told me that did not stop me from still going out there fighting for the justice for Kenneka.
Then he ran over to John Frank's live to tell that goofy ass story, and they just laughed his ass off the live.
I've got threats from officers when they said they'll put a bullet in my head, and when I was arrested, the second time I got arrested, they told me, since you think you know about my organ trafficking, that's why I wish I had a fucking wire or something to record the conversation and what the fuck you was saying to me. Since you think you know about our organ trafficking, I told them, since our organ trafficking, maybe we should take yours. I didn't sleep that day. I was prepared to fight for my life.
Hold on, look at his face when he says that. Let's see that again.
I didn't sleep that day. I was prepared to fight for my life. I kept asking there was anybody out there for me because I heard people like arguing and they was like, nah, there ain't nobody out there for you.
Now listen, I'm not saying police aren't corrupt, especially Rosemont police. There's footage of Rosemont police doing some corrupt shit to people. Problem is, there's no footage of them doing it to P.Rico. Now here's an example of them really fucking somebody else.
Man is suing the Rosemont Police Department and several officers, claiming he was attacked and tasered.
And as you can clearly see, the Rosemont Police Department has cameras all over the parking lot.
Krieger's attorney says video from inside the station shows his client being choked while he was handcuffed to a bench.
So you would think, since there's cameras in the prison, that we would see P.Rico's video of him getting choked, right? Well, you won't, because it didn't happen. And then when I look back at the video when he first got out, it sounded like he had a pretty good time in prison.
Yeah, I am losing my voice because I was up in there in the county jail where officers knew who I was. They wanted to hear me say, "Wake up, Rosemont."
Hold up. The same cop that he said wanted to take his organs and put a bullet in his head? Come on, people.
Because they follow and they support my movement. It was a couple inmates in there that recognized who I was. So, yeah.
Sounds like a completely different story, right? And really, the officers wanted to hear you say, "Wake up, Rosemont." Can you imagine this goofy sitting behind bars going,
"Rosemont, wake up, Rosemont."
Now let's all be for real. How long do you think it would have took for somebody to slap him for saying that dumbass catchphrase over and over again? But that wouldn't be the end of his fantastic stories. Listen to how he told everybody Kenneka died.
She was choked and beaten, choking to death, and they took off her pants and gave her body to the person who do the organ things, and he told them to put her body in the freezer so he could preserve it.
So since this dude, one, was never at the party, nor does he know or have talked to anybody from the party up to this point, where did he get all this information from? He had a lot of details, don't you think?
Basically, it was all a setup from the get-go from both sides. Because why is the person who wore the black Adidas jacket that we all found out? It took us hardcore technology to find out who was sitting next to Kenneka and etc.
Hardcore technology, he says, right? Now, if this dude's riding the bus and the freedom fighters are always asking for donations, what hardcore technology do they have that let them see what none of us on YouTube can see? They must be using just 33 supercomputer.
Why did he move out of Chicago? And it makes sense that he paid the person who does the organ shit. Well, not he paid, but the person who does the organ stuff that's in that hotel paid him to get Kenneka's body. And that's why she was found in the freezer, frozen fucking solid.
So now it's the person inside the hotel that did the organ stuff. But didn't he just tell us?
When I was locked up in their department, they told me this. Since you think you know about our organ harvesting. Let me repeat that. Our organ harvesting. I wish I had a warrior so y'all can hear what the fuck they told me. Maybe.
Now, do you see what I mean when I say he'll say anything for clout? Now, who did this? Was it the Rosemont police or was it the Crown Plaza Hotel? And you notice how he doesn't give any name of the person who did the quote, unquote, organ stuff. Let's continue.
That they was gonna cover it up. If Mama T would never went up there to pressure them people when she actually went missing and that it went viral, we wouldn't been out there fighting for the justice. But if it's true that Mama T knew what happened to Kenneka ahead of time, it's wrong.
Now, for a guy that claims to know Mother Teresa since he's been a kid, right? Why would he question this woman's motive? Why would that statement even come out of his mouth? Every chance he gets, he runs down to a protest just to clout chase and get a photo op. And I'm not joking, check out how he stops just to make sure he gets that picture in frame. This dude's a clown. But let's keep going with his fantastic stories. You see, Rico went around the internet telling these stories for weeks. Problem is, he wasn't getting the clout he was chasing. So he decided to join the freedom frauds. And trust me, this group of people are a bunch of morons.
Because guess what? Freedom fighters is now here to stay.
Freedom fighters.
And trust me, Rosemont gonna soon hear me say, "Rosemont, wake up, Rosemont." Ain't no sleeping in Rosemont.
Wow.
So until we get the justice, we gonna continue to fight for it.
See, the thing is, these frauds only fought for donations and GoFundMe accounts. He would have been better off joining the circus. Now when I say him and his boys be into some clown shit, I really meant that. And here's an example of some of the clown shit they get into. Now this is JojoGaming1994. He's the leader of the clown show. Listen to this.
But I identify as bisexual.
Nothing wrong with that. But listen to why he identifies as bisexual. And you'll see why I say he's a clown.
The typical reason why I identify as bisexual is not because I'm practicing. It is because it's how I honor the kid that was taken out of my life. Because clearly he was different.
Yeah, try to wrap your head around that. He's not bisexual because he likes men or anything. He's bisexual because the kid he lost was bisexual. Alright.
And people don't even understand. They can't understand the psyche of that. And I also did it to combat my upbringing that was historically, traditionally Christian. Because I think Christians are missing the mark.
See, but that wasn't as funny as when you pretended to commit suicide in traffic. Don't worry, the gun's fake, just like he is. But that wouldn't be the end of his exploits. See, the most extraordinary things always seem to happen to the freedom frauds. Like being on live and just happen to be carjacked.
Oh my God! Oh! Bro!
Somebody just stole my car! You fucking clown! He just pulled the gun on me. He just pulled the gun on me and stole. Get the fuck out of here, go.
See, with JojoGaming1994 getting all the clout from the group, they had to start pulling off their own publicity stunts and start getting a little clout of their own. Here's an example.
Emergency, emergency, emergency.
Get ready, people. You're gonna love this one.
Lamont, somebody pulled a gun out on Lamont, and they took these women cars, and they drove off in their car.
Now, I know what you're thinking. What are the odds of these two idiots getting carjacked just like JojoGaming1994? Well, let's hear their story out.
Lamont got out to see if the girl was okay. They got into a little argument, and there was another dude who got out the car, and he ran in the car and got his gun, which I knew that's what he was finna do. Most definitely was carjacking and almost attempted murder. The man was finna kill Lamont. And 9 times out of 10, he was gonna turn around and get me too.
What a bunch of clowns. Seems like it's hard to keep a car when you're part of the freedom frauds, right?
And I don't have a vehicle. I take CTAs.
Oh, we know Rico. But that little stunt didn't help his clout at all. So he started doing what everybody else did. He started going at Monifa.
So I was correct on what I predicted when a person asked me what do I think that happened to Kenneka Jenkins. I told them I felt like she was set up by her friend. I'm not gonna say her name. Everybody know her. At the end of the day, her friends know what happened. Monifa know what happened. If her friends would have paid more attention to her instead of plotting on her.
Now, making people out to be murderers with no proof is not a good thing to do in a place like Chicago. He has no proof of anything he's saying, yet he's telling you they were plotting on her, even though he wasn't there and he doesn't know these people.
Maybe she'll be still alive right now. It is Monifa's fault. She is the suspect.
See, he went on for weeks making Monifa out to be a whole murderer. And then he went on to tell everybody she wouldn't give an interview with anyone. That was until she did one with Lamont in prison. And she told him everything the freedom frauds would want to know.
I put a post on my page about 3 days ago, and I said God literally told me that somebody was going to confess in a Kenneka Martin situation. Next thing you know, I'm in a police station with Mofia, who was in the hotel with Kenneka, and she was sitting right next to me, and she was confessing everything that baby girl had. She ain't got not a thing to do with this with Kenneka's Martin death. And I even told her, look, as a man, a real man is going to admit to his wrongdoing, but most importantly, a real man is going to hold himself accountable. And I sat in that police station, and me and her had a long conversation with everybody else that we got arrested with. And as she was sitting there confessing to me, I'm sitting there reading this girl's spirit. This girl knew Kenneka since she was in 3rd grade, and ain't no way in the world that Mofia would do anything to harm Kenneka.
See, since P.Rico claims the freedom frauds are so trustworthy, that her talking to Lemon should have been enough for him. She gave him all the answers he wanted. See, the real reason he wanted to talk to Monifa was so he can get the views and the clouds for his page. Listen to him.
And until she talked to me and tell me what really happened, talk to me.
See, when Lemon got that interview, that video was popping, and Lemon started getting a ton of clout. And he was real salty after that. Listen to this.
She want to sit here and lie to Lamont, and Lamont believe in her. She's saying something. She don't be on live, but you ugly hoe. We just seen you at a party. We see you making these.
Now see, this was started to become the beginning of the end for Rico. You see the reaction this boy just had to what he said? You see, everybody started to see he was just clout chasing. And then he went live one night thinking he was talking to a real Monifa, and he ended up talking to a troll the whole time. Look at this dude make a fool of himself.
Yeah, she's talking about thank you to Jakira, but she act like she don't want to hit me up on Messenger when I keep saying my messages open for her to call me. We could talk about this, and I could strictly take up for her. Like, what the fuck? And she know what she did. I feel like she had something to do with it, Joe. That's exactly how I'm gonna put it. Until she called me and explained to me like she explained to Lamont.
Yeah, he's looking pretty desperate for that interview, right? Well, watch when the fake Monifa runs in the chat and starts getting smart with him. Look how pathetic he looks now.
Who is you to explain something to? Who is you to explain something to you? You not Mama T or the police? What the fuck?
Hold on.
If only a motherfucker knew how, like Monifa.
I'm finna.
As you can see, everybody that's on this live, they pretty much with me on this when I say this. Only a guilty ass person to say something like that. A lot of people know me, and if you clear your name, and when I tell people to push back off you, they'll push back off you.
Again, she didn't already clear her name by talking to his boy. She needs to talk to him because, you know, he's the godfather of Chicago, and he'll get people to push back off her.
All I want to know is what really happened. If this girl called me and explained to me her version of the story because she was there.
See, funny how he should mention that she was there because he wasn't. But yet he has all these details on organ harvesting and all the stuff that happened at the hotel that night. So what's he need to talk to Monifa for, right?
So Monifa, you had a conversation with Lamont when y'all both was arrested. But you can't have that same conversation with me. See, Lamont probably you found his soft spot that it's easy for you to lie to him. But it will not be easy for you to lie to me.
See, now remember, he's talking to a troll right now. But it's hilarious how he's trying to make Lamont look weak, even though that's supposed to be his boy.
She been on my live for a minute.
You funny as fuck, Bree.
Why she can't use that button to call me to tell me what happened? And I bet you she over there laughing, playing in her hair like she was doing at the fucking protest, smiling, playing in her hair like I ain't see her little mouse looking ass.
Hold up, you mean to tell me he's on live right now talking all this shit about this girl, yet he saw her at a protest and didn't say one word to her? But what can you expect from a keyboard warrior, right?
Hey Monifa, if you don't want to call me and talk to me, why you on my live then? What, is I'm handsome to you or some shit, Monifa? Because I can tell you, and I'm going to be real, it's only a 1% chance I pull out, but you is that 1% that I will pull out. Fuck you talking about?
Oh man, the cringe is strong in this one.
I'm trying to help you out. I'm trying to clear your name. Everybody want to know what happened. And I'm the clarity to that. If I feel like you ain't lying, I'm going to take up for you. You act like I'm a nobody.
See, nobody has to act like he's a nobody when they just know.
You know shit, and you act like you don't want to tell me. But you told Lamont.
See how Mr. Salty can't stop bringing up that interview Lamont got? This dude is a clown.
Wait, Monifa wants to join. Okay.
Now watch how happy he gets just to get shut down a minute later.
Okay, I'm inviting her. Monifa just had the audacity to send an invite. Like, I'm not going to. Ooh, now she declined the invitation.
Now the person that popped in the chat knows he's talking to a troll. Watch how she laughs and just gets off.
Who the fuck is that?
See, that's the face of a whole goofy who doesn't know that the joke's on him.
Monifa just commented, and I'm gonna tell Monifa this, and you need to hear this too, Lewis. I've invited Monifa to call me personally.
Mm-hmm.
It don't have to be live to tell me her version of the story on what happened. I'm the type of person I can sense when a person is lying.
She on here?
Or when a person is.
She on here?
See what I'm
She
saying?
on this live?
Yeah, she just commented.
Somebody said that's not Monifa. They said it's not her.
Yeah.
It's a fake. Oh,
it sounded like I heard somebody on the door.
That's from Rosemont.
See how goofy he looks? And look how he's trying to change the subject like he didn't just hear him say that was a fake.
It sounded like I heard somebody beating on the door. The front door.
See, now this isn't me pausing the video. This is just an awkward silence of a dude that realizes that he just made himself look like a clown in front of everybody. Keep watching.
Well, yeah, people saying that's the faker. Well,
see, he doesn't know what to say right now. He's not smart enough to come up with another lie to cover his tracks. So he just gonna double down and watch his boy laugh at him about it.
Girl, stop lying. It's a picture of y'all together. A recent picture at that. And they study playing mind games with me.
See, he did himself no favor by doing that live. And once everybody saw how much of a goofy he made himself out to be, they started calling up and telling him to shut the fuck up about the Monifa shit, because he just looks like a clown.
I'm just telling Monifa to tell me what she knows.
Yeah, I feel you though, but shit, and it all though, she don't gotta tell you shit though, big dog. That ain't really, I mean, who is you for her to tell you, feel me? That shit really,
everybody wants the truth.
That shit really ain't got shit to do with you, these out of town ass motherfuckers, nobody else on B. Motherfuckers need to just leave that shit alone and let that shit come out like it's gonna come out.
It's gonna have to take Monifa, which is the scariest person of them all, to tell what's going on, because she's intimidated of that game. She needs to stop claiming BD. That and
see, but look, that's where we fuck up at. Everybody know who the situation is about. We don't need to throw no names. We don't need to throw no gangs. We don't need to do none of that, bro. Because what you doing is you're implicating yourself in a situation that you truly don't know about. You know how the street shit work. You know how it is when we from the streets, bro. It is what it is. When Shorty ready to come forward, let her come forward. She could be ugly, scary, bald head, whatever it is, bro. Everybody came to that conclusion already. We can't make this about Monifa. We gotta make this about Kenneka. That's what it started for. Kenneka. That's why you got that purple on, nigga.
Now from this point, things just keep going downhill for Rico. But before we get into that, I need to let you know about my second encounter with this goofy. Now a while ago I made a video called P.Rico jamming for Kenneka, and it was just a parody. And it clearly states that in the description. Now, this fool had to be the only goofy in the video to jump in my comment section with the threatening shit. Now pause the video, read the comments because they're relevant to the end of the video. So once his credibility got exposed for the whole Monifa live thing, people started questioning his actual story. They wanted to know where he got his information from.
You want to ask me?
Yeah. I want to ask you, how did you get this information? And how do you know if it's true?
Now wait till you hear where this goofy got all this organ harvesting videotape information from.
See, I got the information from admins that they said that Lewis saw the video of Kenneka Jenkins being brutally beaten and choked to death.
Now for a guy that likes to run around the internet saying goofy shit like this,
because I would know a liar when I hear a liar.
You would think that he wouldn't believe anything that would come out of a goofy like this guy's mouth. But you heard the story, and that's where he got it from. So take a listen to it for yourself.
Word from word. Word from word. Word from word, man. Although what took place, this was somebody that took place, man. Kenneka concerned about who these people was, who these guys was, following her. It said, I'm not gonna read it word for word.
Now, right off the bat, when he said he wasn't going to read it word for word, you should have known he was lying. If the person he got the info was really at the party, then they should have gave him names. He wouldn't be going them or they throughout this whole thing. And just notice how he stumbles through the whole story, trying to make the story up as he goes.
I'm gonna break it down to what it was said. It was, she said that her friend, y'all know who name it is, her
See what I mean about not giving names? He'll be doing this a lot.
friend and her was talking to these two guys. One had on blue and one had a gray sweater on that had guests on the front of it. And they went with these guys, and Kenneka said she was worried. She didn't want to be there. She was worried. She wanted to go. So they was trying to leave. They was trying to leave to go home. And that's what was told to me, y'all. They were trying to leave to go home, and the girl and the guy told her friend.
See how he's stumbling through this whole story? Which would not happen if he just read it word for word, right? Steve's a clown.
Get your ass on, go on somewhere. Told her friend to go on somewhere. And so she continued on to walk into what's name. She started walking back to the hotel, and dude kept on following, trying to have sex with her. This is what was told to me. And he kept following her and following her. And next thing you know, they said, man, he just jumped out. He just jumped out, grabbed her, he choked her out. He didn't mean to choke her out, but he choked her out. And he passed away. She passed away, and he panicked. And he started carrying her. He put on the shoulder and he carried her. And he met up with the other friends. He carried her, and they all took her to the damn freezer, man.
Now watch how he gets stuck trying to lie right here.
But no, and the reason why the hotel know what's up, and the police department, they know what's happening, man. I ain't worried about nobody saying shit about what I'm saying on here.
Now any moron can see this dude was full of shit. So that says a lot about P.Rico, right? Now between the shit Lewis was saying and all the bullshit the freedom frauds kept getting into, Rico's audience started questioning him, and it didn't go too good for him.
Yeah, but I just wanted to know, like, where you're getting your information. Like, do you have resources that I can go back to about the clothes, about the drug that was in there? What?
I mean...
Now she asked for resources and proof. Instead, he's just going to dance around the question and give her bullshit.
If you look at it, like I said, it was a setup from the get-go. It was a setup through gang-related activity of what Kenneka brother did to one of the boys that was there over a BDGD issue. Cause
now she just caught him in a lie, so now she about to tell him off.
You look at
they say it was about her brother, but then her brother's in jail for drugs, not shooting nobody. So,
well, I'ma just say this, and I'ma just take another person caller.
Yeah, he wanted to get out of there real quick. But watch when his next caller asks him about the Ty Rowland video. The video you think someone that knew so much about the case would have already seen. But yet, he has no idea what video she's talking about. This is hilarious.
It's a guy who went live when the manager came in. You don't know who I'm talking about? It's Irene's video.
No.
Okay, it's Irene's video, and then it's a video of a guy who went live when the manager came in and everybody is singing a Lil Wayne song during the actual party part. Are you serious?
See, that statement sums up this dude's whole YouTube career. He claims to know so much about what happened at this party, yet he can't even tell you about the videotape from the party. This dude is a joke.
The dude, it's a guy's video. He has a shot of the girls in the bathroom, and he's like, let me get my weed and my drink and my keys. He's throwing gang signs.
Oh, I know who you're talking about now.
See, by the way he said that, you know for a fact he doesn't know what she's talking about. And he tried to jump off live real quick, but she wasn't having that.
All right, well, look, thank you. I thank you for speaking your mind and your opinion. I'ma add somebody else in.
No, but who's the guy?
You said the black guy.
As a cross one.
If you talking about the same person who I think you're talking about, you must be talking about the person who was sitting next to Kenneka.
No. He was standing by the bathroom. He was filming a live. It's literally, he filmed.
I didn't see that video.
I don't know how, but thank you.
Yeah, I don't know how either. But people are really getting tired of this bullshit, and they demanded Lewis come on and explain himself. Now watch this fiasco.
I saw Lewis on the Stand Up for Violence page. He said that he saw a video from one of the friends' phones. And he said that Kenneka was getting choked out in the video that he saw. I took a screenshot of it. But somebody needs to get Lewis on here.
Oh, and after a few hours of this dude sitting on live making a fool of himself, Lewis finally showed up. But he didn't bring any evidence or hard facts. Just vague statements and more of the say and then.
Can you please explain to everyone on this live what you saw on the video?
Man, the video, dude showed me the video. You know who I'm talking about.
See what I mean? Nobody knows who he's talking about. So why come on live and even say that?
The one always acting like he got oil in him. You don't gotta say his name. You know what I'm talking about? The one that always acting like he got some oil in his system.
Now rather just say who it is, he rather just say the guy that's got the oil in him. Cause you know, we're all supposed to know who that is.
He showed me a video of her being choked.
Spoiler alert. You're not going to see any video of Kenneka getting choked. Why? Because it doesn't exist. This dude's a liar, and he just likes to sound important. Perfect example, listen to this.
Yesterday, they were so crucial. Yesterday, they escorted me out of Rosemont like I was a mayor. They blocked the street off so I can walk across the street. They waited in the lot till I left out. They followed me all the way to drop, what's the name of them off at the train station and followed me out of Rosemont.
Yeah, cloud chasing 101 right there. But Lewis wasn't done with his bullshit. Listen to this.
I said, and you could be my witness, I believe Monifa had something to do with it.
The video,
that's what
the video I seen today is coming from one of their phones. They standing there watching it, man.
So Monifa had something to do
whoever
with
phone it is one of the friends. She's standing there watching it, and and it's like she's sneaking and recording it. She's standing there watching it.
So who was choking her? The dude with the black and the white?
Well, somebody had on white that was choking her.
He was the dark-skinned dude with the low cut,
I think the dude with the dreads had a white shirt on.
The white and the blue.
You know the video where she's saying, help me in it? She being choked out then, if you pay attention to it. She being choked out. Look in the back. She being choked out. I don't know why motherfuckers don't like to talk about it, man.
See, people don't talk about the goofy shit because the shit never happened, since you can clearly see Kenneka is still alive and was never choked out. Now, the funniest thing that happened on this live was when Lamont came in and started calling Rico and his boy Lewis out on that bullshit. Check how funny this shit is.
You've been typically brainwashed by that girl that's a liar.
How do you know? Wait a minute now, JoJo. How do you know she's a liar? Now you back your facts up, and you back your facts up, my brother, and you let me know how you know she's a liar.
All right. When I seen her at that protest, it took Mello to hold me back.
What does he mean, hold him back? Was he going to go over there and punch a girl? This type of pussy this dude is.
Because when I seen her protesting, she was smiling and she had the camera on herself trying to fix her hair.
That's not really backing up facts for me. I'm sorry, that's just not backing it up. I need facts documented or something stating that she lied.
So his whole reason for being upset at Monifa is for fixing her hair to protest. Come on.
Making sure her hair on fleek, making sure herself on fleek, but she forgetting the biggest objective of why we there. We are not there for you to see how
Jojo,
good you look. We are there
listen to this. No.
Now, when you got a dude like Lamar on here making you look like a moron, then you're really doing bad. But Rico wasn't done. He just started doubling down on all the bullshit he said before.
Yeah, but look, Lamar, we heard that we got information on a new video showing her getting choked out. Kenneka. Lewis told us exactly what happened. Monifa was in that room when Kenneka was getting choked out.
So, is that video real and authentic, and does it has a clear vision of her getting choked out, or is it blurred?
Lewis said he saw weird things.
It looks like Lemon's fucking this whole script up for these dudes. This shit's hilarious.
Lewis, I'm asking you as my brother, can you release or share that video for me? Because I would love to see that video, and I would love to expose that video to the public. So I'm waiting on Lewis to answer that question.
That's what I want to do. That's exactly what I want to do. I want to expose that video to the public so people can know who actually had something to do with it.
So what's stopping anybody to releasing this video? What's stopping anybody?
Look how he doesn't have an answer for this shit. Just look at the look on his face. You know he's pissed off. But let's continue.
Look,
I can't believe you, Lamar. Lewis, bro, I just want at a video. I want to see the real video. I'm in a season where I can't handle no shenanigans or no lies. Brother, I got to get straight to it. I really want to see this video of Kenneka getting choked out. And if she's getting choked out, who's she getting choked out by? Where was she getting choked at? And who was around her? Who was being exposed to the environment of why she was being choked out? Now, see, I got a lot of questions.
Well, I hope he's not waiting on these two clowns to give him any answers at all.
But Lewis, I asked for this video. I ain't see a comment yet from Lewis. All I saw was, I can't believe, Lamar. I want to see this video of Kenneka getting choked.
I heard Ethan got the video too.
Who got the?
I heard Ethan saw the video.
Yeah, I heard that. It's like, what the hell is up? It's like, see, for people who are saying they saw a video and don't want to release it, y'all covering shit up like Crown Plaza and the Rosemont Police.
See, now that's a valid point. And you can see by this, he's calling everybody on that panel out. And Lewis, well, he wasn't too happy. And he came back to try to run damage control.
You say what?
I can't believe Lamar.
Can you explain to the people why you said that Lamar was bogus?
Somebody said Lewis seemed like he lying. Fuck out of here. The video that I seen is blurry.
But didn't Rico just tell all of us that Lewis said?
Or is it blurred?
Lewis said he saw weird things.
So why is Lewis now saying this?
No, it's not. The one I seen not clear. But you can see it. I mean, you can see it good enough to understand what's going on, and they're explaining it.
See, these frauds just exposed themselves on live. And to throw even more salt in the wound, Lamar went live with Monifa at the same time, and they were shitting on P.Rico.
It's so hard. It's so hard.
They blowing me. I don't even know this man, but I see
See, up to this point, people were pretty tired of Rico. With everything going on with the Freedom Frauds taking Mama Teresa's money and Lewis being exposed as a liar, people started calling Rico out, calling him a fraud.
You bashed me, bro, and you saying I'm right and you wrong. You bashed me. I don't personally know why you be looking at my videos and why you be commenting, to tell you the truth. Because you said a lot of shit to me. Well, about me. You even got me all on your screenshot saying that he's begging people for money. He shouldn't be out there protesting. He have to beg people for money. When I wasn't begging, I didn't ask. I didn't ask for people to send me money.
Funny you should say that lie, because the day he got out of jail, he was singing a completely different tune.
Gotta find out how to get my phone on. I will always find the way.
And what way, you ask? Well, let's break it down. First, you soften up your audience. You gotta tell them what the problem is.
Check and see how I'm finna get my phone back on. Shit. Sprint is something else.
Then once you establish the problem or what you need the money for, you bring in a friend to help gain sympathy from the audience.
Alright, bet. Look, I'm gonna end this live and charge up this phone because I gotta try to talk to these people and lower my bill. My shit, $215.
Yeah. Whack it, cut that thing in half, son.
Yeah, cut it in half.
Hey, man, y'all send my nigga Rico some money so he can pay that high-ass bill, bruh.
On the real.
Hey.
And once the audience starts to bite, you give it that last-ditch effort, just to make yourself look a little more desperate.
Okay. $49.87, right? My bill is $215 because it multiplied since the month, shit like that. So I got my PayPal pinned. I don't need no over $200. I just need what's $215 minus 40, basically, because when I cash in the check, they're gonna take off the change. So please, if y'all can look out for me, I appreciate that. I'm back. Rosemont, wake up, Rosemont.
See what I mean? So anytime you ever hear this goofy say some stupid shit like,
I didn't ask for people to send me money.
Just call him a goofy and keep it moving. Now at this point his credibility was just completely shot. So was the Freedom Frauds. So he started throwing them under the bus to try to get some clout back.
If you following me, please just follow my resource. Do not follow Jedi Resource. Don't follow Lewis Resource. Don't follow Lamar. Follow my resource, because I'm the one that's going to keep it real and expose things once I get enough information to expose it. Because I'm tired of we thinking we all finna get that justice. Then next thing you know, we see where other people, I'm talking about Lewis, I'm talking about Carlos, I'm talking about Ethan, I'm talking about what they were saying. And it brings us back to square one because the video was blurry as hell.
See, at this point, Rico was pretty lost, so he needed a new angle. So he started going at the fact that Rosemont hadn't released the videotape yet.
Remember what I said. I'm not gonna stop wearing this until we see them real tapes. Because we all know the real tapes is out there. They just getting paid to cover it up.
See, but that script lasted about 2 weeks because Rosemont released the real tapes. And watch how he tries to cover that up.
Anonymous have informed me. Do not download that app off that Rosemont page, because it's a trap. It's a virus it's a virus inside of their website to make y'all phone mess up and mess up y'all Facebook. I'm just letting y'all know now.
Oh, how convenient. Anonymous just happened to call Rico and let him in on this information. Yeah, he just started saying goofy shit, like this.
It's out, and that's kind of scary to me that once you see in the video, you see a fucking surgeon. It's surgeon equipment up in that kitchen. What the fuck is surgery equipment doing in that kitchen around that way? What the fuck is that doing in there? It's starting to make me think that somebody know more than what we know. I wonder if her body was tampered with.
Man, the weed must be great in Chicago if this dude's seeing surgery equipment.
What I mean by tampered, what if the reason why she's having a closed casket funeral is because her body was tampered with?
See, now since we all know she didn't have a closed casket funeral and the body wasn't tampered with because of the autopsy said, this dude just flopped again. And he's just famous for saying stupid shit. And he gets mad at me when I say, dude, I just think you say stupid shit all the time. So here's a quick compilation of him saying stupid shit.
I'm the voice of the voiceless. I'm no advocate. I went to jail twice for this, yo. That's what people don't understand. I fell off on my work schedule, bro. I tell y'all, I grew up with somebody, and they hit me across the face with a damn brick. My work hours, bro, that's fucking with my money, bro. Like I don't got a kid or some shit, bro. And they hit me across the face with a damn brick. Y'all know Rosemont don't like me, bro. Rosemont hate me. And they hit me across the face with a damn brick. They hate me for the simple fact that this. And they hit me across the face with a damn brick. To wake back up, to go protest, to get locked up, to get beat. And they hit me across the face with a damn brick. To get threatened, to be Rosemont's most hated. We have to continue to look at these soap operas people are making up on the pages and on YouTube.
Now the only people that were making soap operas was Rico and his group of frauds. But I know what you're thinking. What's a good soap opera without a little tragedy? Well, I went on Facebook, and as it turns out, somebody killed Rico. I'm just fucking with you. He was full of shit again, and he faked his own death. Check him out.
So I guess somebody is really like looking to either off me, Somebody really, really pushing it to that level that they trolling. It's either somebody trolling me or somebody really want me dead, huh? Real talk. Somebody couldn't handle what I was saying earlier today, so y'all want to go on and hack my page and say I'm dead. Is that what y'all want to do? Real talk. Y'all could clearly see it's me. So whoever that is on that page, it's hard for me to get my password right now because the email for that page is in my tablet.
There he goes again. You can always count on Rico for some clown shit. Now that brings me to my last encounter with Rico. You see, most recently I made a video called Halloween and Rosemont. It was just another parody on Rico. But like clockwork, he jumped in the comment section on the threatening shit again. But check out what he wrote in some of these comments. Now you can pause the video and read them all, but I want you to pay attention to this part right here, where he asks me where my location is. But a year ago, he told me I was already being tracked and he was going to be in my location soon. See what I mean about how he'll say anything for clout? See, at the end of the day, there's no need to worry about P.Rico if he threatens you. He's not a tough guy. He just likes to talk loud when you criticize him. See, at the end of the day, Rico is just a Yu-Gi-Oh player and a prankster. And if you know anything about Yu-Gi-Oh players, they're not violent people. They're pretty nice people. And all they like to do is play games and cards and just have a good time. So running up on one of these people to try to fight them, you wouldn't get any credit for that. Well, somebody should have told that to Rico.
There goes Mr. Carlos. The person who made a rap talking about me. Y'all remember this guy? Y'all remember him? Yeah, I'm face to face with him right now. You see how scared he is? It's crazy.
Now this is pretty pathetic. You're looking at a grown-ass man who just took the bus to a Yu-Gi-Oh tournament to run up on a guy who's clearly just there to play cards, all because he made a rap song about him.
Come outside.
Jojo.
Come check it out.
Jojo, come on.
Check it out. Come on. Come outside.
I'm trying to check out the store.
No, look, he cheating. Let y'all hear that now. This finna go on Facebook. This dude is a straight pussy. He been talking so much shit about me. He gotta go outside.
See what I mean? All the opportunity in the world to do something to this guy, but he did nothing because he was never going to do anything. It was all for Facebook and to get a like on his page. Basically, a waste of bus fare. Don't think just because he's not with the Freedom Frauds anymore and it's been a few years that he's still not chasing clout. Check out this Planet of the Fakes video.
P.Rico out there all up in the family's face, y'all. They not even trying to be associated with him, y'all. He ran right to the family, y'all. P.Rico ran right to the family and they all giving him cold shoulders, like.
But don't worry, everybody. Rico made sure he got his picture for Facebook before he got back on the bus. And if you're wondering what Rico's up to right now, well,
I'll be back on the Yu-Gi-Oh trying to see what new happened.
And that's where we're going to end this one. I hope Rico sees that this white looks like a goofy, and I hope you guys enjoy watching it. Leave a like and subscribe on your way out, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.
For the people who have been on YouTube, sneak dissing me. Y'all are such a leader.